Welcome, everyone, to the biggest women's wrestling figure award show of the year, where we award the best of the best in women's wrestling figures for 2024. It's the 5th annual Jillies Award Show from LumberJillville. Tonight's categories will be Best Facescan, Best Attire, Best Sculpting, Best Accessories, Mayor Aaron's Pick, Best Packaging, in the categories voted by you, the residents of LumberJillville. Best WWE Main Event Figure, Best WWE Elite Ultimate Figure, Best AEW Figure. And the figure with the most first place votes will be awarded the Golden Co-Mayor Alexa Award and be named the 2024 LumberJillville Figure of the Year. Now, let's send it over to your host for the evening, Mayor Aaron!
Welcome in, everybody, to the 5th annual Jillies Figure Award Show, the biggest women's wrestling figure award show on YouTube. I'm your host for the evening, Mayor Aaron, and I am super excited tonight for all the winners of the awards that we're going to reveal this evening. Now, before we get started, the stars are out. The stars are shining bright, if you will. All of the glamour and glitz of the LumberJillville crew is here tonight in the audience. But let's start off with our cameraman for this evening, Dexy. Look at him. That's my boy. That is my boy. What a guy. What a guy. Okay, so let's see who else is in attendance tonight. The star of tonight's show, Co-Mayor Alexa. The classy and elegant Secretary Stase. The sultry queen of LumberJillville, Queen Diva Marie.
Hello world, it's your girl, Queen Diva Marie. Smooches.
The Farouks. LumberJillville's very own security, the Robotaminas. Who's that man?
We figured we could bring a date to the award show. Plus, we figured extra security would be optimal to keep tonight's show safe.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Okay, so you guys used the magic cabinet, unauthorized by me, to bring this gentleman to life because you needed a date and extra security. Who is this guy?
You can call me Boss Man Daddy. Don't worry, I'll take care of LJV, keep it all safe and all that stuff.
Oh, okay, Mr. Bossman Daddy, how do you exactly plan to add to the LJV security? I mean, our security here is already pretty stout. The Robotaminas, they can literally shoot lasers out of their eyes. What else can you add?
Yo, see what I got right here? I got this nightstick, and I got these handcuffs, Daddy.
Ooh, handcuffs. Ooh, I kinda like this guy.
Queen Diva Marie, first off, no. Mr. Bossman Daddy, I just don't think that's enough. I mean, what else you got?
Oh, and I also got this super cool mask, Daddy. I look very tactical and all that stuff. Why, here, I'm gonna put it on.
Oh, why is he calling me Daddy? Why am I calling him Daddy?
I got this cool mask, Daddy. You think I look good with this vest on? People say so. Oh, get on. What you think, you like this vest, Daddy?
You know what? I think you should keep that on.
Can we keep a Mayor Aaron? Can we?
I don't know. Maybe I'll let him present an award later, and we can see how he does, and maybe we'll let the residents decide if he stays or not. But either way, let's get this show started, and let's start it off with the newest category added to the Jillies Award Show, and that is the Best Packaging of the Year. The best figure packaging of 2024 goes to Britt Baker, AEW Target exclusive, Double or Nothing, the pay-per-view edition. I love this packaging. Now, I've said on the channel a million times, I love Jazzwares and AEW packaging. I think it's the sharpest packaging out there. But what makes this one so special is not only does it commemorate Britt Baker's win to the Owen Hart Cup final, but it's pink. It is pink. All the silver and gold from the unrivaled and unmatched lines is replaced with pink. And pink is the color of LumberJillville, so I absolutely love the way this packaging turned out. I think it looks excellent. And on top of that, the way the figure's posed in the package with the belt over her shoulder is super. I love this figure, love this packaging. All right. So I think I said the word packaging enough in that segment right there, but I think y'all get the point. And this will be something we add to future Jillies award shows. You know, what women's wrestling figure looks the best MOC? What really stands out? And to me, it's that Britt Baker this year. Now, I think we need to take a break from me talking, so let me send it on over to the girls and let them introduce their categories and the winners.
The attire of women's wrestlers is more than just clothes. It is a statement, an expression of their personality, an extension of their character. There were many contenders for this year's award for Best Attire, but to me the choice was simple. The winner for Best Attire goes to WWE Elite Series 108 Chelsea Green Chase version. The entrance hat and puffy skirt alone made this figure stand out amongst anyone's collection. But when you take a good look at all the effort and attention to detail that was put into the ring attire, including the two-tone paint application, it puts this figure in a class of its own.
Well, I have to agree with Secretary Stase that is excellent attire, but let me ask y'all something, all the viewers out there at home. Is she wearing a gold bow tie? I don't think she is.
So everyone on the entire planet knows I'm all about beauty. Well, probably since I'm the most beautiful person in LumberJillville. So presenting and choosing the best Facescan of 2024 was such an honor. The Facescan that mirrored the beauty of the real-life wrestler near perfectly, and the winner of the Facescan of the year, WWE Main Event Series 149, Maxine Dupree. Maxine has a very unique look and is strikingly gorgeous. I think Mattel captured her likeness perfectly in this figure. Super hot, but just not as hot as me.
Well, it's great to see Queen Diva Marie overlook her biggest flaw, where she doesn't just look and judge something based off of the superficial appearance. She really looks deep down inside, and that's why she wanted to announce the winner for Best Facescan again.
This year, Tamina 2 and I are excited to be announcing the winner for Best Sculpt. Especially after Tamina 1 and I watched the movie Ghost and fell in love with the pottery sculpting scene. Your winner for Best Sculpt of 2024 is Jamie Hayter, AEW Unmatched Series 9. The detail put into this figure's body sculpt and sculpting work on the attire is tremendous. It looks like a mini real Jamie Hayter. The sculpting work is something that is easy to not notice unless looking up close with your laser supervision.
You know, the Taminas are actually right. You really have to have this Jamie Hayter figure in hand to appreciate all the intricate details of not just the paint application, but the sculpting of her attire. It is a mini work of art, honestly. But with that being said, let's roll right into the next category, and it's a personal category. It's Mayor Aaron's pick. So what this is my favorite figure of the year. Not what figure I thought was the best or had the best sculpting or attire or anything else. It is my personal favorite. The figure that when it was released really stood out the most to me personally, sentimentally. I've had some really important picks in the past, and today's is definitely one of the most sentimental figures I have in my collection. And that is Main Event Series 144, B-Fab. This figure means so much to me. So quite some time ago, a little over a year, I started messaging with Brianna, or B-Fab. We went to the same high school. She was really supportive of what I'm doing here in LumberJillville. And it was kind of a pen pal friendship that was built from that. I was always very supportive of her and her career and what she's doing and how she's improving so greatly. And she's working so hard. Well, long story short, she ended up sending me a signed jacket, some signed boots. I sent her some of her cards from Panini. And then she sent me this, the figure that means the most to me from this past year. And that's Main Event Series 144 B-Fab, autographed, signed, and personalized to Mayor Aaron of LumberJillville. It just means so much to me. When I started this channel, I never thought that there would actually be women's wrestlers out there that would watch the channel, or that would talk to me, or give me the time of day, or would take the time to be like, wow, what he's doing is different. It's not just the creepy, weird women's wrestling pages. It's someone that's trying to raise the respect level for the women in the collecting community. And for Brianna or B-Fab to take that time and reach out, it just means the world to me. So this was an easy choice for my pick. Now, I'm a little nervous about this, but let's see how Boss Man Daddy does with his award presentation.
Hey everyone, Boss Man Daddy here to present the best accessories. I think I'm suitable to present this daggum award due to all my cool accessories that I own. But I didn't come with no daggum glasses, so I'm gonna borrow these glasses, know what I mean? Anyways, my partners in fighting crime, the Robo-Taminas, told me who to pick for the best accessories. So the winner for the best accessories of the year is Asuka Ultimate Edition 20. She got a cool mask, extra head, and one of them super cool robes. I ain't never think I seen a robe this cool before.
He didn't do too bad. Honestly. I could do without some of his lingo, right? And to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure after this award show, I'm going to just put him back in the magic cabinet, turn him right back into an action figure. A lifeless action figure. But if you think I should keep him, let me know in the comments, and maybe we'll let him stay a little longer. Let me know. Now, before we get into the really fun, the most important categories tonight, the categories that the winners were voted by you, I wanted to show a special video clip to honor something pretty amazing that happened this past year. In 2024, history was made for women's wrestling figures. For the first time in 30 years, WWF Hasbro figures could finally have female representation displayed right beside them. The first three official WWE Retro women's figures were Wendy Richter, Chyna, and Alundra Blaze, all talents that helped pioneer women's wrestling. And at a time where women's wrestling wasn't taken seriously in the United States, these women laced up their boots, displayed phenomenal athleticism, and showed everyone that women deserve a chance in this business. And that's what they fought for, a chance. Thank you to these three legends and for Mattel for finally making dreams come true. Truly historical and amazing that we actually got three women's retro figures, and what better options than those three women. Now, with that aside, we are going to get right into the categories that all of you residents of LumberJillville voted for. Each category, I'm going to list the third place, second place, and the winner. So let's get started with the Elite/Ultimate category. The best Elite/Ultimate Edition WWE figure of 2024 as voted by you. In third place, receiving 10% of the total votes, Zelina Vega Mattel Creations Exclusive Elite. In second place, receiving 11% of the total votes, Chelsea Green Elite Series 108. And in first place, receiving a whopping 39% of the votes, Asuka Ultimate Edition Series 20. To no one's surprise at all, Asuka ran away with that. But I will say a couple surprises from those votes when I was counting them up. Not a single vote for Bayley Elite Series 109 or the Ultimate Edition Charlotte. Man, that was the biggest shocker for me, honestly. But either way, let's move on into the next category.
The best WWE main event figure of 2024. In third place with 9% of the total votes, we have B-Fab from Main Event Series 144. In second place with a total of 23% of the votes, we have Caden Carter from Main Event Series 148. And in first place with 28% of the total votes, we have Maxine Dupree, Main Event Series 149.
Now, my biggest shock for a main event figure that got 0 votes was Katana Chance. I'm just kidding. That figure sucks. Next category.
The best AEW women's figure of 2024 as voted by you. In third place with 11% of the votes, we have Jamie Hayter, Unmatched Series 9. In second place with 28% of the votes, we have Timeless Toni Storm Ringside Collectibles Exclusive. And in first place with 33% of the total votes, we have Julia Hart from AEW Unrivaled Series 16.
So the craziest part about this vote was there were only 6 options, only 6 new AEW women's wrestling figures that were released in 2024. That is ridiculous. And what's even more ridiculous is most of those figures were actually freaking amazing. Quite a few of them made my top 10 figures of the year, my personal countdown. And they did a tremendous job, but I can't help to think that if they put their foot forward and they get their distribution problems figured out, they could really overtake Mattel for the best women's wrestling figures, but they have to produce more than 6 in the year, to be honest with you. I mean, that's a fact. But that Timeless Toni, the Julia, and even the Jamie are amazing figures that I fear will get overlooked because the Jazzwares line has been very lackluster this past year. But yeah, very close race for first and second place for the AEW Women's Figure of the Year. Now, we are about to get into the biggest award of the night, of the evening, the winner of the Golden Co-Mayor Alexa Award. The Women's Wrestling Figure of the Year. Now, this year I wanted to do it a little bit differently since this trophy is literally designed off of Co-Mayor Alexa. Why don't I let her read off the results to y'all? Take it away, Co-Mayor Alexa.
First off, I just wanted to shout out all of the amazing women's wrestling figures released this past year. Mattel did a fantastic job of delivering quality, and Jazzwares. Well, Jazzwares gave us a few good ones, but they need to improve their distribution for 2025. Now let's get into the results. As voted by you, the residents of LumberJillville, I will say this year was an absolute squash match, and first place was miles ahead of second place. With that being said, third place was an even tie with 3% each of the total of first place votes. Zelina Vega WWE Elite Exclusive, and Julia Hart AEW Unrivaled Series 16. In second place with a total of 6% of first place votes, Timeless Toni Storm Ringside Collectibles Exclusive. And in first place with a whopping 66% of all the first place votes, your winner of the Golden Co-Mayor Alexa Award and the 2024 LumberJillville Figure of the Year, Asuka WWE Ultimate Edition Series 20. Women's wrestling figures are largely overlooked and not recognized by other wrestling figure YouTubers, but this figure made a lot of them take notice. This is an all-time great figure and deserves all the first place votes it received.
Congratulations to this year's winner of the Golden Co-Mayor Alexa Award in the 2024 LumberJillville Jillies Women's Wrestling Figure of the Year, Asuka. This Asuka figure is amazing. It is perfect. Maybe the best figure I've ever reviewed here in LumberJillville, so I 100% agree with all of the votes out there, which was most of them that went to this figure. Now, just like Co-Mayor Alexa said, this figure made a lot of influencers, YouTubers that cover wrestling figures take notice of this figure. And women's wrestling figures, by and large, are not covered. They're not talked about. They're not given the respect that the men's figures get. I'm just being honest here. So to have a figure that really stood out and made people take notice and put it on their list for top 10s really meant a lot. Because here's the thing, women's wrestling figures are freaking awesome. We're here to stay. We're only gonna grow and get bigger and get more popular in the future. And thanks to this Asuka, I fully believe that'll happen. Thanks for stopping by LumberJillville. Women's wrestling lives here. To get a first look at all future women's wrestling figure reviews and women's wrestling figure related videos like today's, make sure to hit subscribe and become an official resident of LJV today. And thank you for being a part of the 2024 Jillies Women's Wrestling Figure Award Show. There's so much work and preparation and editing and all the above that goes into this show, but I love it. I absolutely love doing this every single year. And 2024 was an amazing year in LumberJillville, and that is all thanks to you, the residents of LumberJillville. Y'all kindness, y'all support, the love means the world to me. Now 2025 is going to be epic. It's going to be awesome. I'm thinking of other different ways to get more content out to you guys, and it's going to be fun. So I'm really looking forward to 2025, but thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought of today's award show, and have a great night, y'all.